Hey everyone, it's Othania here from Create Your Future. And today I'm going to be talking about creation is finished. Creation is finished. And I'm going to get into exactly, I thought I saw something like a bug over there. I'm going to get into exactly what that means. Um, because I know that when I first heard creation is finished, I didn't have a really good understanding of really what that meant. And now I do. So there are infinite realities always happening in the present moment. Our human selves just cannot normally perceive it that way. The way we perceive life on a day-to-day basis and how we see how things happen, it just seems extremely natural, like that was going to happen anyway. But what's really happening is that we're shifting moment to moment depending on what you're thinking in each now moment. So you have about approximately what 70,000 thoughts a day, right? And what are you dominantly thinking throughout your days? If we have that many thoughts per day and you're constantly, for example, let's make this into a SP example. And throughout the day, your majority of your thoughts, let's just throw out an easy number, more than 50% of your thoughts are filled with concern, worry, doubt, questioning your connection and things like that. Well, when it comes to creation is finished, you're telling your subconscious that this is the reality that I want because your subconscious is a yes man 24/7. As long as you're conscious, your subconscious mind is a yes man. So, it's not able to distinguish if you don't want something or not. It's just able to distinguish what you're constantly thinking, and that is what is going to make a reality. That is just what's going to create because there's infinite realities, and whatever you're dominantly thinking is the reality you're choosing. That's how you choose a reality with the mind of what you're constantly dominantly thinking. So, for example, a three-piece situation. If if the thumbs up always gets me every time off guard. If you're constantly putting your focus on the third party, what the third party is doing, trying to figure out if your person is with the third party, if your person has left the third party. If you're constantly doing that, creation is finished. And what you're telling your subconscious mind is, I want to be in the reality where I constantly keep seeing this 3P, which is why you are seeing the 3P more than you would like, but subconsciously you're focusing on that. And like I said, your subconscious is a yes man. So it has no choice but to say yes to that. Um, let's make an example for money. If you keep focusing on, oh my God, I have so much bills, I don't know where I'm going to get this money from, or just not feeling good about money when you think about it or feeling good about money when you spend it, creation is finished. And as you dominantly keep thinking that, progressively persistent, and you persist in that, you're going to keep creating realities and experiences that reflects your loss and you feeling negative towards your money and what you're spending. Let's use an example for a job success with a job moving forward. If you keep feeling like your boss doesn't like you, or if you have, really negative feelings towards your boss, so just a lot of negative feelings and thoughts towards what you think about work in general, um, creation is finished, and you're telling your subconscious, this is the reality I want to experience. I want to experience being looked over. I want to experience not getting my raise. I want to experience, or if I do get a raise, I want to experience it not being me not being satisfied with the raise that I got. Because you keep focusing on what you don't want. And then, but when it comes to things like that, it's easy for someone to say, because even me, before I became really aware of what I was thinking and what I was doing, it becomes really easy to say, but this is happening to me. How can I not focus on this? Granted, but knowing what I know now, those experiences keep generating because you keep focusing on the problem. You keep worrying, worrying, worrying. And like the subconscious is a yes man. So even if you're saying, how can I not focus on this? This is happening to me. All the time, your subconscious is not thinking with the logical mind. Like it's not thinking, it's just accepting what you're constantly thinking. So understanding creation is finished and using it to your advantage, there are infinite realities. And if I now knowing this information, if I was dominantly thinking what I didn't want and I was experiencing what I didn't want, now if I dominantly think about what I do want and constantly think about those things and feel better inside about those things, then creation is finished. Creation is finished. That's going to have no choice but to play out as well. And then that dominantly becomes your experience as opposed to the experiences you don't want. So, for another example, when it comes to health, creation is finished, and you tap into the reality by choosing a set of thoughts that you would have if you were already in that reality. So, health, for example, the doctor tells you something that you have that, you know, it triggers you and makes you feel scared. Um, there's a reality where you go back to the doctor at some point and they tell you they don't know what happened, it was a miracle, or they tell you that you've been healed, or something like that. It works itself out because you chose a reality where your ending was different based on your thoughts. So how would you tap into that reality where your health gets better? You would start thinking, oh my God, I feel so much better, even if you don't really yet at the moment. This is the set of thoughts that you would think to push you into the reality that has the outcome that you want when it comes to your health. So you would say things like, I feel so good. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. Every time I go to the doctor, they always tell me my results are great. I just go just to go, but I always know everything is good. I feel amazing, or, I love my body, and thank you, body. I'm so grateful for my body. I love my life. Just feeling happy and, generally about your body and your health would push you quicker into the experiences where it reflects that your health is actually good and better. You're always choosing realities based on what you're thinking, and everything just seems like it was going to happen anyway because life for the human eye is meant to seem natural, like you know like like life is just flowing in, but what's really happening is you're choosing realities moment to moment. Creation is finished. So, for example, to help you understand this even better, you know how one moment your SP can be so loving and happy, and then the next moment they're a jerk and you don't understand why they are a jerk, because creation is finished. And just as fast as you started dwelling in what could go wrong is as fast as you chose that reality that is going to have to reflect what you just thought now. So the point is to just stay on top of what you actually want so that your creations are more of what you want, because everything in life is projecting from your own mind, and your experiences are projecting from your own mind, and it just all seems natural. Because imagine if imagine if we like were jumping into realities and we would actually see that, it would be so chaotic for us. So it's a good thing that everything just seems like it happens so naturally and it's like a coincidence, but there's no such thing as coincidences. Oh, and one more thing that I want to say that will help you also get a better understanding of this all as well. So you know how a lot of people say, "Oh, I knew that was going to happen. My intuition told me that was going to happen." No, what actually happened was you thought about it, you seen it play out, and you told yourself that was your intuition. But what really happened was you thought about it. That's how you chose that reality, and then it played out. Creation is finished. That was the reality that you created. It wasn't much so of an intuition. Like my intuition told me that was going to happen. It was simply no. Creation is finished. You thought about it. Creation is finished, and it created, and it became an experience for you to witness and observe and see and be able for you to experience on the big screen. So that's how easy it is to choose a reality. The same way you think that when you think something and it happens, it was your intuition. No, that's how you choose realities. You think something, you think it in your mind, you imagine it, you move on, you get present in something else. At some point in time, that experience is going to come up for you as a 3D reality. It's like reading a book and then you imagine what you're reading, and then you go to the movie and you see the movie in 3D and have the experience with the movie, and the movie is exactly how you read the book as you imagined. It's kind of something like that, but that's how life is. You imagine it and it becomes an experience for you to literally interact with in the ways that you have imagined it. So creation is always finished, and they're all infinite realities happening all at once now. and you activate a reality by dominantly thinking what would you think if you were already in that reality. And that is how creation is finished. And that is why some people can just switch so fast, because just as fast as you're thinking good about a person and you start creating a story about, oh my God, what if this goes wrong? Creation is finished. If you dwell in that, you're going to see them shift and right before your eyes sometimes. And you're going to see them play out that version, because there's infinite realities, infinite versions of you and everything around you to match what you're dominantly thinking, to be able to pop up for you as an experience as your life. So creation is finished. And I hope with that understanding, you understand that it's best for you to do your best to find ways to let go of the thoughts that no longer serve you, to let go of constantly ruminating on the past that does not serve you, because all your subconscious knows is now. It doesn't really know past, now, future. It just knows. It doesn't really know. It can't really decipher like, okay, this is what's happening. This happened before. It just knows what you keep dwelling on, and if you keep dwelling on the same type of memories and which create the feelings of discomfort that you don't like, if you keep ruminating and finding yourself constantly dwelling in that, your creations are going to reflect those feelings. Your experiences are going to reflect those feelings in your future every time. So get yourself to a place where you're just constantly telling your mind, this is the new way I'm going to think about things because of what I know now. I can't go back to how I used to think about things before because of what I know now. And what I know now that is that it's best for me to constantly just think what's best for myself, because creation is finished and all my subconscious knows is what I'm thinking and constantly dwelling in now and each moment now. So I'm going to just do my best, and I am going to, and I am now the version of myself that thinks the best for themselves more than anything. And stay there as much as possible. And your creations will be better and better each time you keep it up. And you'll find that all those circumstances that felt like were impossible to change or impossible to get rid of or go away, that they just naturally fall into the oblivion. And next thing you know, you're in a better reality and you're experiencing what you actually want to experience. So I intend that that gave you a better understanding of what creation is finished means. It means that life is shifting with you, with your thinking of life, with your thinking of yourself in connection to life. And you choose realities by thinking a set of thoughts you will have in that reality. I feel like I got one more thing I got to say, because if you're in a reality where you feel like you don't have what you want, it's because you have the set of thoughts that don't serve you. You have you've been dominantly thinking in ways that don't serve you. You've been dominantly thinking in ways that you wouldn't think if you were in the reality you wanted to be in. So just figure out what you're thinking that doesn't serve you and change it into ways that does serve you. So Create Your Future does have a free course And if you're interested in that, there's a link in the description box below. Also, coaching with me is available 50% off still. And if you need any assistance with anything that you want to manifest, I'm available here to help you with that. So, and the link for that is also in the description box below. So, yes, I intend that you got such a better understanding of everything. And I intend that all of your creations begin to bring you more happiness. Um, yeah. So feel good within and you'll have better creations. So until next time, guys, see you.